Welcome viewers, you're now watching Hornbill TV's Prime Time. First the headlines. Members of INDIA Alliance on Wednesday held discussions with their vice presidential nominee, former Supreme Court Judge B. Sudarshan Reddy, where the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge said the nation needs exemplary, impartial justice. Sudarshan Reddy as the Vice President of India. Hours after Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta was slapped by a person identified as Sakriya Rajesh Bhai Kim Bijay, Delhi police has registered an FIR of attempt to murder in connection with the case. A big move in Parliament today. The government has introduced a promotion and regulation of online gaming bill 2025 in the Lok Sabha. NDA's candidate C.P. Radhakrishnan on Wednesday filed his nomination papers for the vice presidential elections in the presence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Those were the top headlines, and now for the news in details. Members of INDIA Alliance on Wednesday held discussions with their vice presidential nominee, former Supreme Court Judge B. Sudarshan Reddy. It happened at the Central Hall of Samvidhan Sadan in New Delhi. Speaking at the program, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge said, over the past 11 years, blatant misuse of parliamentary majority to arm the autonomous agencies like ED, IT and CBI with draconian powers to target opposition leaders has been witnessed. To resist and decisively act against these transgressions in Parliament, the nation needs an exemplary, impartial justice, B. Sudarshan Reddy as the Vice President of India.
Last 11 years, we have witnessed the blatant misuse of parliamentary majority to arm the autonomous agencies like ED, IT, CBI with draconian powers to target opposition leaders. Now, these new bills are set to become instruments in the hands of ruling party to further undermine and destabilize democratically elected governments in these states. In Parliament, we have seen a growing trend of stifling opposition voices. We are repeatedly denied the opportunity to raise matters of vital public concerns in the House. Parliament has been reduced to a tool for advancing the ruling party's ideology, with several important bills being passed in din and without proper deliberation. Such actions erode the Parliament's role as an impartial and effective legislative forum, diminish the public trust, and favor the Treasury benches at the expense of equitable debate. To resist and decisively act against these transgressions in Parliament, the nation needs an exemplary, impartial justice like Sri B. Sudarshan Reddy as the Vice President of India. His nomination represents our collective resolve to defend and uphold the democratic ideals and define India. Sri Reddy's life and work reflect the spirit of our Constitution, a commitment to fairness, compassion, and the empowerment of every citizen.
A big move in Parliament today. The government has introduced the Promotion and Regulation of Online Gaming Bill 2025 in the Lok Sabha. The bill draws a sharp line between esports and social gaming on one hand and online money gaming on the other. While esports will be encouraged through training academies, research centers and incentive schemes, online betting, gambling and real money games including poker, rummy, fantasy sports and online lotteries will face a complete ban. The government says the law aims to protect youth from predatory money gaming apps that push families into debt and distress, while also curbing money laundering, terror financing and fraud. Violators could face up to 3 years in jail and fines of up to 1 crore rupees, with stricter penalties for repeat offences. The bill also bars banks and payment platforms from processing transactions linked to money games and bans advertisements promoting them. The Ministry of Sports will frame a framework for esports, while MEITY and INB Ministry will support cultural and educational online games. A national level authority will oversee categorization, registration and prevents redressal.
Item number 23, Sri Ashwini Vaishnav.
Honorable Speaker Sir, I rise to move that the Promotion and Regulation of Online Gaming Bill 2025 be taken into consideration.
Sri Manish Tiwari ji.
सभापति महोदय, हाउस को ऑर्डर में लाइए, एसआईआर पे बहस कराइए, एसआईआर पे बहस कराइए पहले, और उसके
Sri N.K. Premachandran. Sri N.K. Premachandran.
No, sir, the house is not in order.
The question is that the leave may be granted to introduce the bill. Those in favor may say yes. Those against may say no. I think the ayes have it. Ayes have it. The permission is granted and the minister may now introduce the bill.
Honorable Speaker Sir, I rise to introduce the Promotion and Regulation of Online Gaming Bill 2025 to be taken into consideration.
Shiv Sena UBT MLA Aditya Thackeray on Wednesday wrote to Union Minister Mansukh Mandaviya criticizing the Board of Control for Cricket in India for scheduling a match against Pakistan in the Asia Cup Cricket 2025. He called the decision a shameful act and urged the central government to step in. In a letter, Thackeray wrote, "Recently, the Honourable Prime Minister also said that water and blood cannot flow together from the ramparts of the Red Fort. Yet, sadly enough and shamelessly, the BCCI is sending a team to play Pakistan in the Asia Cup." He questioned if the BCCI is above national interests. He also questioned if it is above the sacrifice of the Jawans. He also said if it is above the sindoor of those who faced the attack in Pahalgam. Thackeray has accused the BCCI of prioritizing money over national security, saying that despite terrorism affecting both countries, the board insists on including Pakistan in the Asia Cup 2025. Meanwhile, on Tuesday, former Indian footballer Baichung Bhutia shared his opinion on the issue and said it should be left to the government to take a decision. However, at the same time, it should not be selective. He said, if cricket is not played between India and Pakistan, other sports should not also be played.
See, I personally feel that it should be completely left in the government to decide, but at the same time, I think it should not be selective. If they're not playing cricket within India, Pakistan, they should not play anything, any other sport as well. But if you only select a particular sport, only cricket, and then others, if they are playing in kabaddi or football or any India, Pakistan is playing football, India, Pakistan is playing badminton, hockey, and then you only boycott cricket, then I think it's very unfair. So I think it has to be a stand by the government of India to take a complete stand whether any sport, including cricket, they play or don't play. I think that's what I think the government will have to take the call, and which I would, support and appreciate any call the government takes it, but it should not be only exclusively for a particular sport. Is what I would want to make my point.
The Constitution 113th Amendment Bill 2025, the Government of Union Territories Amendment Bill 2025 and the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Amendment Bill 2025 were referred to the Joint Committee of Parliament after the Union Home Minister Amit Shah introduced them in the Lok Sabha on Wednesday. The bill was referred to a joint committee of the House consisting of 21 members of this House to be nominated by the Speaker, Lok Sabha, and 10 members of Rajya Sabha to be nominated by Deputy Chairman. Earlier in the day, opposition MPs tore and threw the copies of 3 bills towards Union Home Minister Amit Shah in the Lok Sabha, which seek to remove the Prime Minister or the Chief Ministers who are now facing allegations of corruption or serious offences and have been detained for 30 consecutive days.
Shri Asauddin Owaisi ji.
Sir, I stand to oppose the introduction of J&K Reorganization Amendment Bill 2025, Union Territories Amendment Bill 2025 and the Constitution 130 Amendment Bill 2025, sir. Sir, this violates principle of separation of powers, due process, undermines the right of the people to elect a government. Sir, it gives executive agencies a free run to become judge and jury executioner based on flimsy allegations, suspicions, sir. Sir, only when an offence is proved beyond reasonable doubt, then only you can leave the post and the membership. But here a mere accusation, allegation, the punishment of losing one ministerial post will follow. Sir, Parliament democracy's chief ministers and ministers can only be removed through true means. First, executive prime minister can recommend their removal if the second council of ministers lose confidence of the legislature. Now, this bill would empower the unelected executive bureaucracy to play the role of legislature. Sir, it undermines representative parliament democracy. This amendment would leave the minister and CM at the mercy of executive agencies. The severity of the amendment is not only in the fact that one loses their position if they are arrested, but even if they are detained. Detention and administrative action doesn't require offence to be made. Sir, the chief minister will not be able to accountable people. I want to know from the Honourable Home Minister, as he read Article 74(1), which says that the Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister to aid and advise the President who shall, in exercise of his function, act in accordance with such advice. Now, this bill clearly violates 74(1). Sir, this is the 1933 Gestapo when Gestapo was found in Germany. This government is hell-bent on creating a police state. This will be a death knell and leash an elected government, sir.
अध्यक्ष जी, प्रेमचंद्रन जी कह रहे हैं कि जल्दबाजी में लाया गया। इसका सवाल इसलिए नहीं उठता कि मैं इस बिल को संयुक्त समिति को सौंपने की दरखास्त करने वाला हूं। इस पर संयुक्त समिति जो राज्यसभा और लोकसभा पक्ष और विपक्ष सभी सांसदों की बनेगी, जो इस पर विचार करेगी और आपके सामने लेकर आएगी।
We'll now take a short break. Stay tuned.
Take charge of your health. Knowing your HIV status is the first step. If you have HIV, you can still protect yourself and others. Take charge of your health. Knowing your HIV status is the first step. If you have HIV, you can still protect yourself and others.
শৈক্ষিক উৎকৰ্ষতা আৰু উদ্ভাৱনৰ প্ৰসাৰণৰ বাবে অসম চৰকাৰৰ দক্ষতা নিয়োগ আৰু উদ্যমিতা বিভাগে মুখ্যমন্ত্ৰীৰ জীৱন অনুপ্ৰেৰণা আঁচনিৰ অধীনত অসমত অৱস্থিত চৰকাৰী খণ্ডৰ বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় আৰু ৰাজহুৱা প্ৰতিষ্ঠানত 2021 চনৰ 1 এপ্ৰিলৰ পৰা 2025 চনত PhD কাৰ্যসূচীত নাম ভৰ্তি কৰা পূৰ্ণকালীন গৱেষকসকললৈ 25,000 টকা আৰু দিব্যাংগ গৱেষকসকললৈ 40,000 টকাৰ এককালীন সাহায্য আগবঢ়াইছে। আবেদনকাৰীৰ যোগ্যতা অসমৰ স্থায়ী বাসিন্দা হ'ব লাগিব। চাকৰিত নিয়োজিত হ'ব নালাগিব। অসমত অৱস্থিত চৰকাৰী খণ্ডৰ বিশ্ববিদ্যালয় আৰু ৰাজহুৱা প্ৰতিষ্ঠানত 2021 চনৰ 1 এপ্ৰিলৰ পৰা 2025 চনৰ ভিতৰত PhD কাৰ্যসূচীত নাম ভৰ্তি কৰা পূৰ্ণকালীন গৱেষক হ'ব লাগিব। মুখ্যমন্ত্ৰীৰ নিযুত মইনা আঁচনিৰ হিতাধিকাৰী হ'ব নালাগিব। পৰিয়ালৰ বাৰ্ষিক আয় 10 লাখ টকাতকৈ অধিক হ'ব নালাগিব। অন্য আঁচনিৰ অধীনত উচ্চ মূল্যৰ বৃত্তি বা সুবিধা লাভ কৰা হ'ব নালাগিব। আবেদন দাখিলৰ সবিশেষ তথ্যৰ বাবে www.dids.assam.gov.in ত লগইন কৰক। আবেদন দাখিলৰ অন্তিম সময়সীমা 31 আগষ্ট 2025।
Welcome back, viewers. Heading on to the next news. Congress MP Shashi Tharoor at a crossroad in his relationship with the Congress after statements praising Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Differed from the party line again Wednesday, this time over a bill proposing the forcible removal of senior government members facing criminal charges. The Constitution 138 Amendment Bill 2025, to be tabled in Parliament by Home Minister Amit Shah, proposes that minister from the Prime Minister down who has been arrested and jailed for over 30 consecutive days must resign on the 31st or be sacked. The bill has been heavily criticized by the opposition, with Congress MP Priyanka Gandhi Vadra calling it a draconian bill. When it is tabled, Parliament was adjourned this morning after the usual ruckus and protests by the opposition. The bill will likely be sent to a select committee for further scrutiny.
No, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know those bills well enough to give you a comment. On the face of it, it seems reasonable that anyone who does anything wrong should be liable to punishment and should not be holding a high constitutional office or a political office. I think that makes sense. On the second issue of the online gaming, I am on record. I have written an article in 2019. I've made the case for some time now that, to my mind, the government should be legalizing online gaming and taxing it, regulating it and taxing it, because then the benefits of the money that people are spending anyway on this process can be spent on social causes. If you simply ban it, it goes underground and the mafia makes money from it. We know that what's happening with gambling in this country. There is matka, there is illegal betting on cricket, this and that. Who is getting the benefit of that? Only the crooks and criminals and gamblers. Whereas the government should have actually regulated and taxed it, as many other countries are doing elsewhere in the world. But anyway, ideally this kind of issue should be referred to a standing committee and studied in more detail. That hasn't happened and I just don't understand why. I'm sorry I'm late.
Hours after Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta was slapped by a person identified as Sakriya Rajeshbhai Kimjibai, Delhi police has registered an FIR of attempt to murder in connection with the case. The incident happened at the CM's camp office in North Delhi's civil lines on Wednesday. A case under Section 1091, attempt to murder of the Bhatia Nyay Sanhita, has been launched at Civil Lines Police Station. Deputy Commissioner of Police North Raja Bhatia said in a statement. Gupta's office has termed the assault as part of a well-planned conspiracy to kill her. Delhi AAP President Saurabh Bharadwaj, meanwhile condemning the incident, recalled similar attack on former CM Arvind Kejriwal and said several honest officers of the Delhi police shared information with the media, stating that the attack was a result of someone's anger over a specific issue. Then, BJP spokesperson often claimed on TV that people are angry with Kejriwal, which is why he was attacked. Quoted, however, regarding today's incident, some reporters from Gujarat reached a mother of accused and she said that the accused was an animal lover, a dog lover, and was upset with the decisions made in Delhi regarding dogs.
देखिए, अब जो खबर आ रही है वो ये है कि मुख्यमंत्री जी के ऊपर एक हमला हुआ या हमले करने की शायद कोशिश हुई, और अब तक जो देखा जाता था कि इतनी देर में दिल्ली पुलिस के कई होनहार अफसर इस खबर को मीडिया में दे दिया करते थे कि फला आरोपी ने अरविंद केजरीवाल पे इसलिए हमला किया क्योंकि वो इस चीज के लिए उनसे नाराज था। वो जी ऑटो ड्राइवर था, नाराज था। वो जी सिविल डिफेंस वॉलंटियर था, वो नाराज था। और फिर भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रवक्ता टीवी पर कहते थे कि अरविंद केजरीवाल से लोग नाराज हैं, इसलिए अरविंद केजरीवाल पे हमला हो रहा है। अब ये खबर दिल्ली पुलिस द्वारा तो नहीं दी जा रही, किन कारणों से नहीं दी जा रही मुझे नहीं मालूम, मगर गुजरात के कुछ रिपोर्टर उस आरोपी की मां के पास पहुंच गए और उनकी माताजी का यह कहना है कि वो जो आरोपी है वो पशु प्रेमी था, डॉग लवर था, और डॉग्स के विषय में जो यहां पे फैसले किए गए उससे नाराज था और गुजरात से दिल्ली आया था। मगर हम तब भी किसी भी तरीके के वायलेंस को, हिंसा को जस्टिफाई नहीं करेंगे। भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने हमेशा जस्टिफाई किया हिंसा को, अरविंद केजरीवाल के हमले के ऊपर हमले को, मगर हम इसकी जस्टिफिकेशन को नहीं मानते। हम ये आज भी मानते हैं कि कोई भी आदमी नाराज हो, आपकी मतभेद हो, आपको हिंसा करने का हक नहीं।
The accused behind the attack on Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta has reached her ancestral residence in Shalimar Bagh area on Tuesday. CCTV footage showed on Wednesday. A 3-minute 8-second video shows the accused, who was later identified as Sakaria Rajeshbhai Kimjibai from Rajkot in Gujarat, paying money to a rickshaw puller who presumably bought him outside the Chief Minister's residence. Kimjibai is also seen speaking to the rickshaw puller before the latter leaves the spot. The accused is then seen making a call on his mobile phone. As he disconnects the call, he browses his mobile phone. He also appears to be making a video of the area before entering the premises and speaking to a person stationed at the gate. In a statement, the Chief Minister's office said the CCTV footage made it clear that the attacker had begun preparing for the attack at least 24 hours in advance. Earlier in the day, Rekha Gupta was attacked during a public hearing at her residence when she was at a Jansunwai meeting to hear residents' problem. According to eyewitnesses' accounts, Sakri approached the Chief Minister with some documents. During the conversation, he started yelling and then attacked her. Some eyewitnesses claimed that he appeared drunk, but this has not yet been confirmed. He was immediately caught by the security personnel present at the spot and taken to the Civil Lines police station. According to sources in Delhi police, an inquiry will be conducted to find what led to this big security breach. Delhi Police Commissioner S.B.K. Singh will monitor this probe according to latest updates. That's all for now. Thank you for watching Hornbill TV.
Copy that. Yes, I'm in his makeup room. Yes, I'll get the dialogues done. Okay.
और लंच किया?
बस सोडा।
बस सोडा? क्या यार, मुझे लगा एडी से बड़े डायरेक्टर बनोगे, देश का नाम रोशन करोगे।
अरे नहीं सर, क्या हो गया? करूंगा ना देश का नाम रोशन।
नो पोर्शन, नो रोशन, मिस्टर असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर।
रियली?
इसीलिए लिसन टू योर बॉडी। सुनो सुनो सुना, क्या कह रहा है शरीर?
क्या कह रहा है सर?
कह रहा है कि मुझे विटामिन्स दो, प्रोटीन दो, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स दो, मुझे सही न्यूट्रिशन दो, और तुम दे रहे हो